guys, today we have a fun day of Vlogmas planned for Vlogmas day 9. And so I'm gonna start out by showing you guys some fun holiday drinks that I love to consume as much as possible of around this time of year. So the first one is that I honestly kind of like shamelessly drink year round, but is particularly good in the fall and winter season, is Mystic Chai. So it's from Amazon is where we get it, and this is the best chai I have ever had in my life. I think it tastes similar to Starbucks, but don't come for me if you don't think the same. I haven't had a Starbucks chai in a while, but I'm pretty sure that they taste similar. But this is really good, and compared to Starbucks, it's a lot cheaper. So I drink this like every single day. So I was gonna make it for you guys, and maybe if I make it later, I'll insert a little clip so you can see. But you know, it's really just, I heat up some milk, I pour the powder in, I stir it together, and then I drink it up. So not that much to it. Okay, so what we're gonna make right now is eggnog. It's eggless eggnog, and I'm not a big eggnog drinker, but this version obviously doesn't have real eggs in it. So we're gonna try it today. Oh my gosh, I forgot. Like the main ingredient. So I'm loosely following this recipe by pintsizedtreasures.com. We're gonna make this. My husband likes eggnog, so if I don't like it, he's just gonna drink it for me. So what we're gonna need is a package of vanilla pudding, which I actually got French vanilla pudding because this recipe recommended it. Okay, so you're gonna mix together pudding mix with 3/4 cup of whole milk. So we bought some whole milk here. You're gonna need 6 cups total, but we're just starting with 3/4 of a cup. So we're just mixing our pudding mix with the whole milk, whisking together. And so the third recipe that I want to show you guys is actually my husband's hot cocoa recipe. So I'm probably going to just make that tomorrow and insert that here, or insert that after this one, and just do maybe like a voiceover or something of how we make it. And he makes it with, he made his own peppermint extract. So we grew a mint plant. I guess it's technically not peppermint, but we grew a mint plant in our garden last year, 2022. And we did not replant it, but it came back on its own, and we had like 5 plants of it. And so we had so much, we didn't even know what to do with it. And so he dried it out, and then he made it into mint extract. So we're gonna make like a mint whipped cream to go on top. And so those are like my 3 drink recommendations: the cocoa, the chai, and this eggnog, which I've never made this eggnog before, but we're trying it together. Okay, so whisk the pudding mix together with milk, add the remaining ingredients to a blender and blend until smooth, and then that's literally it. So super easy. So the other ingredients we need are the other 5¼ cup of milk. So I'm probably just gonna do 5 more cups. I'm not gonna, I don't know. I looked at other recipes, and this one had more milk than other recipes, so I don't think it really, between like 5 and 6 cups total, I think is fine. So I ended up actually just adding 4¼ cups because, I don't know, that's just gonna make a whole lot. Okay, and then they want us to add also a cup of whipping cream. So we make our own whipped cream, so I have it measured out. Or of whipped cream. It says whipping cream on the recipe, but I was actually reading like the article above it, and it says whipped cream. Like when she's talking about it, she says like you're gonna need whipped cream to go inside the eggnog and for garnish. So I wonder if she meant whipped cream here as well. I don't know. We're gonna do it, and I guess if that's not what they meant, then I don't know. We'll be the first ones to try it. And then a cup of sugar. And then spices. So this one recommends 1 to 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon, half a teaspoon of ground nutmeg, but a lot of other recipes were also calling for allspice. So I'm just gonna do all 3. I have my little gnome measuring scoop. Which just is giving me life. Okay, so but I need 1 to 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon. So I'll probably just do 2 just do 1 since I'm adding a 3rd spice all on my own accord. And then I'll probably just do half a teaspoon of allspice as well. And then we need to add 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. So I'm just gonna use this same scoop, less to clean later. Okay, now it says blend until smooth and then we're done, so. Guys, I misunderstood the recipe. It said add remaining ingredients, then blend. And I was like, oh, add the remaining ingredients to the blender. No, this mixture of the pudding and stuff is also totally supposed to be in this blender right now. But my blender is not big enough for this. Like, imagine if I would have added that other cup of milk in here. Like, I would not have room for this. Also, this pudding looks kind of disgusting, I'm not gonna lie. All right, moment of truth. Okay, it smells good. It smells just like sugar and spices. I like it. I like it a lot more than I was expecting to. It really just tastes like, it tastes very strongly of spices, which I wasn't expecting since it had such like a small amount of spice in it. But it, like, you can also taste something else. And it's obviously like a vanilla flavor is there. I'm just trying to decide if it tastes like milk or if it tastes like pudding or neither. I don't know. It's really good. So, and people say it tastes just like the stuff from the store. I wouldn't know. But if you're interested in making your own eggnog, I would honestly recommend this recipe. It's good. It's kind of shocking me. Well, hopefully I will have another recipe to include right here so you can see how we make our iconic, addictive, rich, amazing hot chocolate with our mint whipped cream on top. So to make the cocoa for 1 person, we use 1 cup of milk in a saucepan and we put that over medium heat. And we like to use almond milk, but we've used other milk in the past. I think almond milk kind of helps keep it a little lighter and not as heavy. So then in a separate bowl, you're going to whisk together a 1/4 cup of sugar, a 1/4 cup of cocoa, and a 1/2 cup of heavy cream until it resembles a thick paste. And you're going to use a spatula and scrape that paste into the saucepan and whisk until there are no lumps. Then you're going to add 1/3 cup of chocolate chips and a splash of vanilla extract. You're going to heat it until it's steaming, but don't boil it. And that's it. That's how you make it. It's ready to drink. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed both of these recipes. I have a ton more stuff to get to today that I want to bring you guys along for. So let's go ahead and see what else we have planned for the day. So I wanted to quickly share with you guys our list of Christmas movies that we're going to attempt to watch this year. We actually have more than 25. So one day we'll have to watch like a few, have like a marathon if we want to get to them all, which not all of them are like need to watches for me, but I will say my husband and I have different movie priorities when it comes to Christmas. So sometimes it feels like you just have to like hit all of them, especially because we really enjoy watching new movies that we've never seen before each year. And so last year, that movie for us was Claws, which is on Netflix. And we watched that again this year and we really enjoy it. It's a very sweet movie. We've also already watched Elf, The Santa Claus. We've watched Jingle All the Way, which I've actually never seen before, but Adam watched it as a kid and wanted to rewatch it. And then we also watched The Christmas Chronicles. I believe that's on Netflix as well. It was recommended to us. Neither of us have ever seen it. And we liked it, but we've heard that the second one is better. So we might try to watch that one as well this year. White Christmas is always a big one for us. We have to watch that every year. Miracle on 34th Street, that is one of my favorites. I want to maybe watch the movie Carol. I don't remember where it is, if it's on Netflix or something, but I don't know, it looked interesting. So I might want to try that one this year. And then all of the claymations we love. A Year Without a Santa Claus is my favorite one of the claymations. So that's, but we don't have those. We need to like check them out from the library or just like purchase them or something so that we can be sure to watch them this year. It's a Wonderful Life. That's one I can kind of like take or leave. Home Alone, Home Alone 2, of course. The Santa Claus 2 and 3 are kind of like, if we get to them, you know, it's not a need. A Christmas Carol, it's been years since I've watched that, and I know there's a bunch of different adaptations, so maybe checking out a couple of those. Obviously, The Grinch, it's been years since I watched the animated version, so I think I want to circle back around to that one, but then like the live action one is just iconic, so we need to watch that. I've never seen Die Hard, but Adam loves it and he's insistent that it's a Christmas movie, so we may check that out this year depending on how I'm feeling. The Polar Express, again, one I can kind of take or leave. I know that's like controversial, but Charlie Brown Christmas, it's a take or leave. We're now in the part of the list where I'm like, if we have time, if we get to it, but I don't really care. A Charlie Brown Christmas, it's nostalgic, but I'm really not here for it, honestly. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, I think is funny, but I have to like be in the mood for it. And honestly, I don't even think the movie is as funny as like my family just quotes it constantly, and I think that's funny. So I have to watch it to like brush up on my quotes, because we literally all Christmas season are just quoting that movie. So I need to brush up. And then A Christmas Story. A Christmas Story. I don't know what that is. I must have gotten that off of a list, off of a website. So A Christmas Story. Oh, I'm so stupid. That's the one with Ralphie. Yeah, that's one I can take or leave as well. These movies all have such similar names. It's just hard to keep straight sometimes. And then, yeah. And then the other ones I just have listed at the bottom were like the sequels. So Santa Claus and The Christmas Chronicles. Sequel movies. So that's our list for this year. We've already watched a handful, but we definitely need to watch more. And then the other thing that I wanted to bring you guys along for is, I believe I've talked about this a couple times. We are hosting a Christmas party, my family's Christmas party. Like all my siblings, my parents are coming over, and we really wanted to just like make a whole event out of it and not just have it be like opening gifts and then that be the end of it. So one thing that my husband and I are gonna really try to do is we're making a Christmas game. It's like kind of like Trivial Pursuit or like Cranium, if you've ever played either of those games. It's similar in concept to those, where there's like a card you draw and you have to like either answer the question or do what it says on it, like act something out. But you know, we have gotten games like Christmas themed trivia games before, and some of them are just like they reference movies that like no one has seen in our family, and like I don't know, it's just not as fun when it's not things you really care about or is like really associated with Christmas in your mind. And so we wanted to create a game that was like kind of more aimed toward my family. And obviously we all kind of, now that we're all grown, we all kind of do our own thing for Christmas, like as far as the movies we watch and the songs we listen to. But in general, you know, we all kind of grew up the same. So anyway, we bought like a board, like a real board from Amazon. We're going to print out like a sticker, and we brought cards. So we're going to print out labels for the cards as well, a bunch of stickers. Like we are going all out, and hopefully this is a game that we'll be able to play kind of like every year. And we have extra cards, so we can make a few more every year if we want to, so that it's not always the exact same. And like when new movies come out or new songs come out, or we have new Christmas traditions or whatever, we can put new ones in there. So, all right, I'm just gonna start with 2 packs, I guess. I probably didn't even need to open 2. I probably could have just started with 1. Oh well. So I need to get the computer and then pull up the questions that we have. And then I'm gonna write, I'm just gonna use a Sharpie and write some of the questions on there. So hopefully, maybe I should use like a fine point one, like a red one or something, because I'm scared that the black one is gonna be too thick and I won't be able to fit everything. So maybe I'll just do this. Okay, so I was able to get quite a few cards done actually. It's now actually much later. I had lunch and I had to pick Rosie up from school and take her to therapy and stuff. So yeah, it's just, I came back and I worked on some of those cards, and now we're just gonna get ready to go, and we're gonna go to like a Christmas parade. So that my brother's performing in, his marching band. So that's what we're gonna get ready to do now. What is it, Rosie?
We talked about beep beep. Wee wee wee. Wee 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 wee. More, Mama.
The next band will be Uncle James. I will see you guys again tomorrow for another day of Vlogmas.